Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast. With me, Matt. It's been a little bit and I think that's good because it might be a good idea for me to take some breaks between my big recordings of this because it means I have more time to mentally prepare and do other things. Anyway, every free for you all here on the fields of Kendonk on the Western Front. Let's go through the players. I heard this one was a little bit with some beginner players, so we should see some potentially interesting plays because beginners tend to think very differently sometimes what they can do and pull off, so we might see some interesting stuff. Regardless, we have the 501st ES Kiret as the Commonwealth without a commander choice at the start here. Oh, actually, they did go for commander. It is Royal Armored. No specialization, though. We also have Mthis for the United States of America without a commander choice. Finally, we have Kigerung, who is an experienced player, also as the Commonwealth without a commander choice, however. Those in the Axis today, we have Farmer. Farmer? As Fallschirmjäger-Division for die Wehrmacht. We have MJP 919, who I've seen plenty before, as also the Wehrmacht without a command choice. And finally, rounding out the Wehrmacht, we have Hello Die. Something in that regard. As Ostdivision for die Wehrmacht. Starting with an early pack. Interesting. I mean, I can deal with allied vehicles early. We also have a command choice one of the Americans. Looks like it is Tank Destroyer Regiment Company. Meanwhile, the British troops are slowly moving out. No command choice yet from Kigerung, but Kigerung has already moved up to the field here. And the British early game, as you see now, have 4 men in their units rather than 5. Need to get an upgrade at the first tier or second tier, I think, where they get an extra man in to get 5 person squads. That said, British squads are still fairly powerful and potent, so that's a thing. And let's see, the Germans are moving up in the center, no command choice yet from MJP. Americans aren't using cover here, which is certainly going to be to their detriment. Germans have moved some pioneers to the southern flank. British are slowly moving up with some rifle sections and sappers. Rifle grenade forced the Americans a little bit back. They have got some medium cover now, thanks to the bushes. Realism also have the Springfields again. So that was a change that occurred. Lots of British rifle sections here, though, and rifle sections are pretty good. Probably one of the best base infantries that's not the Sturmgrenadier. Like, basically for what they can do, I suppose. Just very accurate with their rifles, as you would suspect of them. MG34 being upgraded here on the Volksgrenadier. Probably planning to move around once they get the MG34. Germans are dug in some sandbags in the center. And the last for long, the Americans have suffered heavy losses here. Not looking the best for them. British are moving up to secure the southern flank somewhat. We also have some Fallschirm Pioneers on the field. Unique squad available to Fallschirmjäger-Division. Been a while since I played and cast some community heroes too, so I'm a little bit out of shape. So if you'll allow me to just indulge my weakness in my pronunciations of stuff, I'll ask you to get back into it. Looks like we have a command chest here. This might be artillery. Yes, this is Royal Artillery with anvil specialization for the Commonwealth. Becoming the C4 Highlanders. Indeed, MG34 the Volksgrenadiers here, able to suppress and get some shots in on the British. Doing a good job of it too, by the looks of it, somewhat. Doing their best to try and suppress them. Almost killing off one squad there. Now the British are focusing them down. But that MG34 is doing a lot of work already. You see suppressing another squad. Don't underestimate German light machine guns. They are a very important part of the German infantry combat doctrine. We also have a big MG34 coming down here, an MG34 HMG. And now the British cannot hold that position any longer. I think this Vic is going to sit behind this destroyed car. You don't want to run up to those sandbags, I'd say. Those are the Volksgrenadiers that run off, though. Yeah, I don't think the Vickers will win a duel against MG34 when it's already being shot at. Yeah, already been suppressed. And while the Brits overrun the southern flank here, killing off a pioneer squad. That's good for the allies. And yeah, Vickers have to pull back immediately. But yeah, still no command choice for the center Wehrmacht. And they kill the Vickers team. We do have a 30 cal arriving here for the United States. But they're not gonna have a hard time where they want to set up. They're gonna set up out in the open, which you should never do. But they are getting some good shots in the Grenadiers there. Good rifle grenade in return. Cover is very essential in Spearhead. Meanwhile, the Germans are just taking up here, trying to prevent movement for the future. So the British cannot flank around as easily. They do have an MT-42 coming up as well, and a mortar, so they've got a lot of variety of equipment up here in the northern flank. Meanwhile, the British are trying to push up again. Falchion Pioneers are intercepting though. Good grenade though. And they get them down.
The squad's gone.
MP40 span out to some Focus Grenadiers in the center here. Ooh, not looking good for that 30 caliber. Let's try and set up there again with the Vickers remand. 30 cal has been cleared out. You know, the Germans are slowly pushing up here. Some Fallschirm Pioneers setting up a forward encampment. We also have Jägers in the field. Unique squad available to Fallschirm Jäger. I rarely see people use the Jägers though, so it's nice to see them. They are armed with Gewehr 43, so they're very good in medium to close range for the most part. But overall, I think they're just better than Grenadiers or Focus Grenadiers overall. Potentially. I'm not sure on the statistics specifically, but I think a squad armed with Gewehr 43s and a Sturmgewehr for the squad leader is way better than the basic equipments. But generally people go for the Fallschirmjägers immediately. You're gonna see a Fallschirmjäger Stabsfeldwebel from the forward camp, so Luftwaffe officer from the Fallschirmjägers. That's gonna be useful, I suppose. So we have some 6 field company engineers here for the British officer, but that's a Canadian at this point. That's why artillery tends to be Canadian units. Ooh, Focus Grenadiers might be in trouble here because that's a BAR. Let's get back behind the bushes. We have a Luftwaffe push down here. Jägers pushing up with some Focus Grenadier. Using some cover here for the Czech headshots. Good grenade from the Americans. Or actually British, my bad, not Americans. The Allies, I should probably say that instead. Germans are dug in quite heavily in the center, still no commander choice. Biggest K position trying to be set up, but it's already been kinda hit, so I don't think that's gonna be established. Yep, they cancel it. Biggest remains up here, keep an eye on the fuel. Bunker being dug in here by the Germans. Very static on the northern flank. We do have biggest K position set up here by the British. They'll be able to keep the Luftwaffe force at bay for a while. Also, there's a crossfire here with all the Bren guns, so that's not good for the Jägers either. Forcing them back. Oh, Germans are pushing back. Oh, that's a cutoff point! Artillery also being called here by the Stabsfeldwebel. Trying to deny the British. We also have some Coldstream gun on the battlefield. Unique, available to British armored. Armed entirely with American equipment, so M1 Garand and the Thompson. A very unique setup there, but they're getting cut down out in the open like that. Building goes down here to the artillery. Stabsfeldwebel pushes up. And the Coldstream Guard are history. Looks like we have some 28 infantry here for tank destroyer, unique to them. Armed with the pump action shotguns, the Winchester, now with a unique icon as you can see. We get an indication of what they're using. Stabsfeldwebel pushes up. Just trying to get close here. He's probably gonna wait until he gets Veterans in 1 for the MP40s. He could have grabbed a Bren, but I think the MP40s might suit them better potentially. I don't know. Here comes the British. Ooh, and those British are gonna get mowed down. There's so few of them and there's no cover. And this 80 gun is also going to be in trouble. You know, the Americans are not having easy time pushing up. MT-42 armed the Grenadiers are keeping them back for a while. Looks like MJP went straight for the MT-42 upgrade here. So no munition is wasted on any Grenadiers. But now any future Grenadiers he gets cannot get any other weapon. They are forced to have the MT-42. Most Grenadiers and Stabsfeldwebel flanks around here. British is just abandoning this flank. British on the other flank is still holding on though. Having dug in somewhat. We do have a not a command car, an armored car here. Which is definitely going to be a problem here for the British. They lack AT equipment. Yeah, southern flank is slowly falling to German hands now. Ooh, 28th Infantry didn't last that long. They only have 3 men left here. They do have their 2 Winchesters still. Not sure how effective those are going to be. Armored car pushes up on the northern flank. Firing very rapidly here. Gonna force the British back. The biggest case position cannot do anything to this thing frontally at range. Especially not when it gets the Rat Panzer. You get a little bit of damage in before that, though, as we can see, because it used armor piercing bullets. But with Rat Panzer, the armored front of this armored car is gonna be too heavy, even for the biggest case. We do see a flamethrower nearby, but that's gonna be very hard to get close with. It's trying, though. Oh, they're gonna go for it. Yeah, he's stop up. There we go, they got the driver. Engine burning. It's not gonna be enough. I have to pull back. We also have some PPSAs on the Volksgrenadier. Unique upgrade for them if you're playing as Ost. Oh, lots of Coldstream Guard with Tommy guns down here. Getting very close. You do have a squad of Fallschirmjägers with MT-42s. But the Fallschirmjägers have to pull back. Biggest K position is still holding. Looks like the Luftwaffe has to pull back from here. Germans still control the cutoff point though. More American infantry is pulling around. Germans have secured the northern fuel point. They did lose the armored cargo to an AT gun. Canadian infantry is not doing too well here. I should probably just call them rifle sections though, because those are not technically the Canadians, but I do think that they are Canadians because of their regiment. As I've said before, Royal Artillery tends to be a lot of Canadian infantry. Also, we have a Luftwaffe airdrop here with some equipment. A Rakettenwerfer and an MD-42, very nice. Wehrmacht infantry still holding the center here. Oh, good grenade, though! Killing an entire German squad, but the ideas with the MD-42s are pushing up, and I got a message on my phone. How typical. Might just have been an update. It was just an update about something, never mind. Very typical. I keep getting those at the worst times. Bunker here for the Ostdivision, but it might soon lose its gun if it gets shot a bit more. Of course, it doesn't have an angle at the moment. More against some close range shots here. You have a mortar hafter coming out as well, and we also have a Wehrmacht Scharfschütze, a sniper. I believe very few German commanders actually get a sniper. Ost is one of them. Probably because the Germans use more snipers on the Eastern Front. That's what I'd wager is the reason why. I like the portrait down there with like the mask and everything. But basically, very good at concealing himself. Except right there out in the open. Oh, looks like MJP has gone for Panzer Division. I recognize that star immediately. It's a pretty obvious tell. Looks like the Coldstream Guard might finally secure the cutoff point again. And at this range here soon, the Grenadiers don't want that fight. Rifle going out. They do have flak for support. Coldstream Guard push them. They're going to try and grab that MD-42 and they get it. But now the MD-42 from the Grenadiers rip into them, and now we have the Luftwaffe swarm coming. With some Fallschirmjägers and everything. Lots of automatic firepower here. Will the Coldstream Guard make it? Looks like he does. He returns with his MG-42. Okay. Looks like the rest of the British are falling back because they realize what's about to happen. They're gonna get cut down in retreat here. That's a lot of automatic firepower.
The fresh officer has arrived.
That's a lot of dead British infantry. Oh, massacre right there. You know, the British are still ducking up here and still hold the northern fuel, surprisingly. Just grabbing some to drink there. I have some Pepsi Max near me. We also have some actual full-on Canadian infantry here with the Canadian leaf, so you can recognize them. Unique to Royal Artillery. This is a cheaper unit you can get. Essentially has a cheap front line instead of the rifle sections. We're going M20 here. No Panzerfaust have been upgraded though.
Medics are ready for deployment.
M20 is trying to do its best here with its machine guns. American infantry pushing up behind, using it for cover and everything. It's actually doing a pretty good job here at the moment with all the American and British infantry supporting it. Force the Luftwaffe off and the Panzer Division's troops. Absolutely remains back here. He has been armed with his MP40s. Pulling in some artillery. We also have a Valentine command tank. Now note, British command tanks like the Valentine here does not have a gun. It's a dummy gun. It's a full-on just a radio platform. Oh, and the Greyhound is gone. That's not good. But yeah, remember, this thing does not actually have a gun. It's fake. Ooh, the Germans are being cut down by all the machine gun fire though. A lot of automatic fire coming our way. Heck, even got decrewed. Of course, we do have Panzer 4 F1 for the Ostdivision, which is northwards. We also have some random Dragon's Teeth there in the middle. And a new flag position going up. We also have a mortar half-track here for the Ostdivision. F1 driving around. Valentine tank is going to be able to take the point though. The battle Latno going out. Will it do enough damage? Nope. Managed to drive back away in time. I don't think the Pioneers want that fight. Because it still has a machine gun. Lots of American infantry around though. But there's a lot of German machine guns and flak guns. Other point has been secured, however. We also have a Hauptmann of the Luftwaffe present. In his fancy uniform. That's a 4F1 pushing up here against the Canadians. Lots of fighting here. Valentine command tank driving away. Staff survival does not have any AT equipment. Yes, I'm not sure. It's probably trying to chase after them with its machine guns.
We're losing a capture point.
Machine gun's doing its best here against the Belgian Pioneers. Looks like it's working. They have to reload the gun. If they can get close enough, they could actually throw a Panzerwerfer anti-tank mine. But nope, they get mowed down by the machine guns. Ooh, not looking good for the Luftwaffe. They have the shotgun on the squad leader of the 28th. It's doing a lot of work. We have a Sherman A2 in the field here for the United States. Luftwaffe is suffering heavy infantry losses. Panzer 4-8 in the field that can definitely deal with the A2 Shermans, especially at range. We also have a Cromwell command tank. Again, it's a fake gun. Remember that. A Kettenwerfer could turn to deal with it. Machine guns could almost kill it. Oh, rocket missed. One more shot should do it. If they can just hit one of the gunners. Oh, shotgun missed. They killed the Kettenwerfer team and the British are pushing on the southern flank. Luftwaffe has been overrun again. Even the Hauptmann is pulling back. Meeting up with the Stabsfeldwebel on the way back. Panzer 4H took some damage as well. Looks like the Allies are slowly getting the upper hand on the front line here, but the command tanks are being very risky. I don't think 501 realizes that they don't actually have a gun. They only have the machine guns on them. Luftwaffe is destroying their base here. They're falling back entirely. It's too risky of a position. Canadians still holding the northern flank here, even with a small mortar position. And we duel with the mortar half-track, which probably is to the mortar half-track's favor. Unless the mortar shell can hit straight in inside it. We also have a mortar up there. Gunner is gone there. Oh! Oh my, are you serious? The mortar shell hit straight inside the half-track and destroyed it. That is such a rare sight. Luftwaffe still maintains a beacon down here, a Funkfeuer. But now the Allies definitely have the fuel advantage. Valentine command tank moving up here. Can't use his machine gun. Get some shots in on the flank. Trying to fight long range though, and it's not really the best tank for supportive fire. But it's done a lot of work actually still. Pack is turned around to deal with it though. Manages to back off. Oh, there goes ammo cooked. But it really has a lot of ammo to be honest. Doesn't have any tank shells. It seems a little bit awkward they can blow up like that if it doesn't have any tank shells. A2 Germany needs some repairs. Canadians still digging in. Even have a Recce team. We have a Panzer 4 F1 for the Luftwaffe on the field as well. Panzerdivision is taking up for folds here. They might go for Tigers or Panthers. Or God forbid a King Tiger. Command team of the Valentine still trying to fight here. Probably not gonna last long. Luftwaffe coming our way. And getting mowed down there in seconds. No cover on that angle. Lots of work there. Panzer Voyage driving up here. F1 pushing up on the northern flank, got hit by an AT gun. Double Sherman Mark 5 coming out. AT gun might be able to take it out. Oh, doesn't penetrate yet. Very lucky for that Panzer 4. There it goes. H is still fighting here in the center. Sherman is getting close. That's actually a good thing for the Sherman, but there's a pack nearby. Has to be very cautious. AT gun cannot hit on the flank here. Pack can take a shot at the Sherman soon. Ooh. That's the Sherman, I think. Yep. Meanwhile, it looks like the Luftwaffe has secured the southern flank again. They still need to take out this thing. They have killed the gunner, so they can take the fuel. Lots more British infantry coming up here. Coldstream Guard coming up with Tommy guns. And the squad that also has an MT-42. Still no upgrade for an extra man. Let us see. The Allies are still holding on pretty well here. One rank for the United States tank destroyers. But they are in firing range. Big escape position took out. Taken out, I mean. Those are some allied mines on the point though, so that might shock the Fallschirmjägers if they move deep into it. Looks like they're lucky here. Panzer 4H holding down the center the best it can, but here comes the Sherman Mark 5 soon. Another Sherman Mark 5 as well. Full takeoff for United States tank destroyer. Looks like the Panzer 4H has to pull back. Look heavy damage. Ooh, not looking good for the Panzer Grenadiers here. Großdeutschland Panzer Grenadiers got taken out. That's not good for them. Jägers are trying to dig in the Panzer 4 on the road. Risky maneuver. There's with AT guns looking at it. Here comes the Shermans. It is stuck in now though, so it should... No, never mind. It got hit by a Sherman shell. And Sherman's using their new remarkable facing technology, evidently. So you can fit 2 Shermans in the space of 1. Makes the cargo trip so much easier. But that's a lot of armor suddenly for the British armored division. Or armored regiments. And oh, we have a Stuk G on the northern flank here for the Ostdivision. Another bunker setup. Not looking good for the Ostdivision though. I don't think they can make a comeback up there easily. They're sticking in, which is probably what they should do. That's a lot of British armor suddenly. They still have that Pack 40 though. And the Panzer 4H is ready for combat again.
We have been assigned fresh Panzer Grenadiers.
Germans are just heading for the complete southern flank. They're gonna try and envelop it again. There is a lack of things to stop them. You have a Pioneer moving around. But he runs into a minefield. Minefields is dangerous. Looks like we have the Germans scavenging the Raketenwerfer for some supplies. Yeah, we're getting some 15 fuel munitions. Oh, that's quite a flank for the Panzer 4, but it sees what's there and probably decides it needs to back off. Too late. Because that's a lot of Shermans.
We have lost a Panzer.
Imagine what a few Teller mines could do right there. Also, for those curious, I believe with this patch they've changed that mines can no longer blow up on defusal, which I can understand why there was some hate against that, because it was a little bit annoying. But it fit with the war, you know, but I am fine with that change, I suppose. Oh, we also have the Indians here. Unique battle group call-in available to Royal Artillery. Gets 3 units of 6 men, poor quality infantry. We'll probably have a unique model in Company Here's 3, because we know there's Indian or Sikh models there. Balladung is not going to reach. Pioneers try to reman the pack, but that's under a lot of fire. Yeah, that's not worth doing. The Shermans remain on the move. Command tank captures the territory. And the Shermans continue their push. Should probably not get too close to the German infantry. They have Panzerfaust ready. Pack can also shoot them. But the machine guns are definitely getting shots off. Building a squad there. Großdeutschland trying to push up. There's too much firepower, so they pull back again. You have a Stuk G here for the Luftwaffe. 1 Sherman goes down. Panzer Grenadiers with Sturmgewehrs running around. And an MG-42 they picked off the ground. Very nice. Normally at 15 only get the MG44. Looks like we also have an anti-tank team sneaking up behind enemy lines here. Very risky maneuver for these American chaps. I wonder what they're hunting. Are they gonna hunt the Stook? Guys, the British pushing up here, but that's not gonna last for long, I think. They're gonna get repulsed. Tank hunters are almost in range of that Stook, though. They probably don't know it's there, however. And yeah, the British are having to pull back again. And that's gonna be more dead British squads. British soldiers, they try to steal the flag, but that's gonna be too much. We do save one squad in the retreat, though. Tank hunters are behind enemy lines. They've been spotted. Gonna try and take a shot at the bazooka here. Missed. That's not good.
Support is here. Sherman ready.
There's a lack of German infantry to intercept. Mortar get a good hit, though. We'll be loading the bazooka. Can this guy be a hero? Trying to take aim. Ah, he gets it right in the rear, almost killing it, but then he dies.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
Americans do have a Sherman 76 on the field now, though. More Sherman Mark 5s coming out. And meanwhile, the Canadians are just digging in heavily and even have the Indians in reserve. But the Germans are starting to get more and more armored presences, so that will certainly be a problem. Mines are still causing issues, though. Gave that Hauptmann quite a shock. Is that a Hauptmann?
Yes? You need something built?
I think that's a Hauptmann. Could also be the Major, but I think it's the Hauptmann. You can check his when he arrives at the camp. Oh, that's a Lieutenant. Never mind. I'm not good at the ranks symbols for the Wehrmacht anymore. Oh, another direct mortar hit! This British mortar team has been on point. Very nice. Also the T44 Boyter Panzer coming onto the field, unique to Ostdivision. They was moved from Staff to Ost, I believe. Because we didn't, I think a lot of people didn't really use it with Staff, and it kind of makes sense for us to have it, although I'm not sure if they ever used them on the Western Front, so if there was always a T44 used on the Western Front by the Germans against the Allies, do tell me in the comments. That sounds like it would be the story I would certainly have heard about in some capacity. Flamethrower half-track coming up here. Well, it's going to become a flamethrower half-track anyway. But here we have the T44 Boyter Panzer. And be a little bit high explosive shells with its main gun, making it very good for dealing with infantry formations. Luftwaffe is on the move. Panzer is trying to push up there, so Vic is keeping him at bay.
Sherman Firefly complete.
Then Copper thrown to cover the retreat. Lots of Shermans here in the field. Artillery howards are set up here by the British, digging in around it so they can be protected from shrapnel and shockwave damage. Now that is a very big howitzer. That's the 5.5 inch. Already getting a lot of work done. I also believe all the howitzers got buffed again, or at least normalized depending on the size of the shell. And this is a huge one, so it should do a lot of damage even to vehicles, I believe. Oh! Yeah, 5.5 inches, do not kid around. In case you were wondering, very powerful guns. As you can see right here. Ostdivision has lost a lot of stuff actually. They have barely any infantry left. Only have a squad of pioneers. The Germans have to make some kind of move soon, I think.
The enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings.
Luftwaffe setting up down here with a new fort encampment. British have dug in. They have lots of Sherman 5s soon ready. One is even beginning the bulldozer. It's the upgrade for an extra man. There it is. Most infantry squads. Okay. Americans also just digging up by looks of it. Canadians keep digging in. Second 5.5 inch. They're definitely gonna lay the hurt down on the Germans now. Another anti-tank team trying to flank, but they get spotted. Now the Allies know there's vehicles waiting up here. Including the Boyter Panzer as well. Maybe could be completely pinned. We also have a Hetzer coming up for the Ostdivision. Looks like we have the Lieutenant pushing up here, falling in an artillery strike. Looks like it's gonna be a smoke barrage. Cover the advance, very smart. Especially against the machine gun, but there's a lot of Shermans here ready. They'll probably shoot straight through all the infantry with all their machine guns. As Sherman Mark 5s do.
Firefly ready to hunt armor. Tank ready and waiting.
Oh, if you go for the bulldoze, you lose the high explosive shell. That's interesting. Smoke shells going in. Now the Germans making a push. Just as the bridges are preparing to push. Oh, I think that's gonna be a surprise for the Germans as they are really good with those Panzerfausts. I think they realize what's coming. And more Shermans pushing up here. Or Panzerfaust being fired. That's a small Panzerfaust, didn't do a lot of damage. Big Panzerfaust here. But there's too many tanks. Looks like the Luftwaffe is gonna have to abandon that fight. Meanwhile, the Ostdivision is doing an armored push up here. AT guns have been turned around. Indians are moving up forward. Half track down. Indians are pushing up. Oh, there was a mine there destroying the Stuk. An AT gun destroys the T44. Shermans keep pushing. Panzer 4 H flanks though.
We have lost a squad.
Germany is in trouble, it's been immobilized. Luftwaffe infantry has been forced back off though. There's still a Stuk G waiting back here. Panzer 4 on the flank.
We have lost the gunner.
While this is happening, the Americans are pushing in the center. King Tiger being prepared by the Panzerdivision. They're getting in within Panzerfaust range. But the Americans are getting very close here. Well, the Americans getting suppressed. Looks like they lost their favor. Or fervor. That's the word. And now the Panzergrenadiers can just cut them down. That sucks for the United States right there. And well, the Canadians and Indians are pushing up here against the Hetzer. Looks like the Shermans down here got destroyed too. Ooh, not looking good here for the Allies all of a sudden. They lost a lot of units in quick succession. But at least the Ostdivision's push also got stopped. Also, the Allies cannot really push up on this Hetzer that easily in this engagement. Already has its remote-controlled MT-34 and there's a scout car protecting it as well. And the scout car is pretty good at that thanks to its autocannon and machine gun. Yeah, the Indians are having to pull back. So the Canadians gonna wait around. Yeah. They do have 8 grades on them, so. Ours is still opening fire. And Sherman drives over the Canadians' defenses. That's not good. That's not good sportsmanship right there, boy. MT-42 cuts into the bridges as they try to push up on the southern flank. Fallschirmjäger MT-42, so that's pretty powerful. We do have a Firefly coming out for the armored. Sherman against the Hetzer. I guess it depends if the Hetzer penetrates. Especially on the flank there. Yeah, destroying the main gun in one shot there. At least the scout car's gone. And the Sherman's able to back off. With a Firefly in the field. Another Sherman 76 here for the tank destroyers. And more riflemen as well. They all arrive with BARs now. Probably got the upgrade for that. This one. Doesn't mean they cannot get any other upgrades though. That Sherman definitely needs some repairs. Lots of infantry here for the Royal Artillery. Also, we have some airdrops going in as well. Some munition airdrops, which can be dropped on any strategic point that's a fuel or munitions point. Sherman 76 is going to go for this hits, I think. King Tiger is on the battlefield.
Looks like we're getting into the excitement.
Ooh, let's see. The hits. I might get a good shot off here. Oh, they don't see each other, I think. Because they don't have any infantry to spot. Let's see. That's to the... Yeah, ammo cooked. That's to the Sherman's advancing getting close. And then the 50 caliber is cutting through the half track. Meanwhile, the Panzer Division has tried to push up with the infantry. Hook up a pulse due to a command tank. It's machine gun. But the King Tiger is now about to reach the front line. You can hear its engine as you get close to it. Such a big engine. Sherman pushing up here. High explosive shell loaded. Gonna go for that bongo or the Fox grenadier. Probably both. Yeah, got both. West Division has lost practically everything. King Tiger's pushing upwards through the center. This is a pretty long match, isn't it? I'm surprised. Oh, pack coming up here close. Machine guns are not focusing the pack. Doesn't penetrate though. Needs to switch focus. Still no penetration, that's very lucky. But now the King Tiger has revealed itself. So now the... Oh, artillery is going in near it. Oh, they're definitely trying to bomb that thing out this time. You can hear the shells coming. But they're misjudging their aim. But the northern flank seems to be falling to the Allies now. Lots of Indian infantry here. Artillery landing around the King Tiger. The King Tiger is going to try and keep it in advance. There is a Firefly nearby though, which if it flanks could get a very good chance of killing it. And H nearby as well to support. Artillery also doesn't insta-kill squads anymore unless they're down to some amount of health now, which I think is a good thing, so you can survive artillery strikes a little bit more efficiently. And like at this point they have to retreat, obviously. Oh, Panzer IV pushing up. Command tank has no gun. King Tiger pushing upwards. Firefly is nearby, but cannot get shots through the foliage here. Or the nature, the greenery. But those artillery shells are scary. Firefly's gonna take a shot. Ooh, got a good shot there on the... Oh, the tank team's also got a good shots there. Killing the Panzer Voyage. Turret jammed. Turret jammed on the Tiger 2. They're not good for the Germans there, so they have to pull the King Tiger back. Panzer Voyage, the Ostdivision holding up here. Pillbox also set up. I think that's a commander bunker. But the Allies have a good swath of the battlefield here. Artillery going in on the Allied positions. Coldstream Guard keeps getting mowed down as they try to move out. Lots of artillery here.
At your service, Aldrin. Ready. Go ahead.
Sherman trying to move for the King Tiger. That's not a good move. But he managed to back off in time. Panzer IV fighting up here. Brits have commandeered the pack. Misses though. So not the best thing there for the British. Not having a good time piercing the fronts of those. Is that even a pack? That's a pack 38, not a pack 40. Never mind. Still managed to penetrate once there. King Tiger's being repaired at the front line. Boyter Panzer on the move quickly as well, trying to flank. Isn't using high explosive shells though. Probably Hello Die doesn't know they can do that. But I'm wagering. Oh, there we go. Now they switch to high explosive shells. But now they're in range of the 80 gun. There we go. Now they switch to high explosives. Germans got taken out by the King Tiger. It's too close to fire. There we go. They got it. It also got some side skirts now, or armored skirts, but it's going to be hit in the rear here by the 80 gun. Can't get away in time. Might just be lucky. King Tiger trying to push upwards. Taking a shot on the Vickers K position. You also have a Panther tank coming up behind us, probably a good choice. Panther's more frontal armor than a Tiger tank. So it's probably a very good choice considering everything. Boyter Panzer got taken out here, I think. No, it's still going. And to get a lot of work done before it died. Tiger 2 pushing upwards now. It does have a high explosive shield ready. Gonna hit around here in the Canadians, I think. Oh, good shot there. Sherman 76 gonna try to flank. Most of the infantry support in the Tiger 2 has been annihilated. But the Sherman's not gonna win that engagement. Firefly pushing up. Rockets in the front, doesn't do anything. It's not easy to fight a King Tiger. Like, the front arm of a King Tiger is very freaking high. And here's the Panther. Indians do force them back though simply because of the infantry presence. They don't want infantry around them. Infantry is actually very dangerous to heavy tanks when they can get close to them, so remember that. But in a tank-to-tank fight, I think the King Tiger and the Panther is going to win most engagements. Not good for the Allies now. They're going to try and push up down on the Fallschirmjägers though. Luftwaffe is trying to dig in around the farm down here. King Tiger's making its moves. And all the big artillery is definitely hurting the Ostdivision. These howitzers for the Canadians have done a lot. The 5.5 inches. The man tank managed to secure a point, but it still needs to secure the cutoff. There's also a... Oh, that's a Stuk hiding down here.
Ready for orders.
We also have a command tank here for the armor, for the Panzer Division. That'll certainly make them fight a little bit better. Except I think all auras now gone, apart from the radio net stuff. Ah, he's using Blitzkrieg with it, or armored lance. Ah, because it can capture territory, right? Because it's a command tank. But I believe the UI now for playing is a lot less cluttered because a lot of abilities have now been removed. Oh, Panther almost got a good sight there on the command tank, but it manages to back off. Oh, it's being shot by some Coldstream guards.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
King Tiger pushing up here with the command tank. Yeah, the British don't really have a lot to fight this thing. Land matches firing. Lots of artillery options here for the British Commonwealth. Not the most accurate, but it lasts a while. And oh, they managed to kill the top gunner here on the King Tiger and hit the exhaust of the command tank. And now the British are gonna push. Indians are pushing forwards. The battle landing in the way, very nice. That's actually really good, managed to cover their tanks. Yeah, so those British did not do too well, or Indians rather. They managed to get a squad out there with a gammon bomb. Also, we have more munitions being airdropped in. The Germans are going to try and steal it, but there might be enough here to stop them. We do get a grenade off here on the 80 gun, killing the team. But the British need to grab all these munitions. Panther pushing up, can penetrate it, and gets taken out by a Firefly, I think. No, that's a 17-pounder, which is technically still the same gun as in the Firefly. So, potato, potato, I guess.
The squad of pioneers has arrived.
Yeah, this is a long match. Holy shit. I guess I know the match would be this long when I started this. But double 17 pounder now, that's gonna be very hard for the Axis to pull through. Ooh, got hit in the side. And the artillery shells keep landing as well. Normal command tank got a big shot there. We also have a priest coming in. No, that's not a priest, that's a sexton. Unique, not unique, but available to all the British commanders, having given them some mobile artillery. Canadians still holding on well on their side of the flank. Force Division is kinda lackluster in units, but they're doing their part. That's good to see. They're still trying to dig in the best they can. King Tiger is repaired. Another Stuk G arriving here for the Fallschirmjägers. And here's the Sexton. Mobile Howitzer. A double 17 pounder now. That's going to be very hard for the German tanks to push up on. And I believe they only really have one commander that's good for artillery, and that's Ost. But Ost doesn't have a lot of resource to work with, as they must keep showing up this front line. Doing their best though. And all the Royal Artillery is going to keep shelling, as we can see here. Oh! Oh, that's brutal. At least it doesn't insta-kill anymore, as we can see. They all jump to the ground. There's the next shell, though. The next shell will kill them. Unless it overshoots. But those Luftwaffe infantry is basically already done for. They have to just retreat. They even have a Hauptmann on the field now, by the looks of it. But the Luftwaffe is still gonna try and go for it. Very risky push here. With a lot of men dead. Another forward cam going up. Stuk also leading the way, but there's a 17 pounder. Although it's turning towards facing the King Tiger. Doesn't hit with the front there. Panzer is pushing up their veteran to 5. Doing a grenade assault on the 17 pounder position. And that's a lot of Americans. So they make it. 17 pounders are being hit quite heavily. They're trying to brace. Also doing self-repair. But one gets taken out by a Panzerschreck. Other 17 pounder is still holding on. British Royal Armor is going to try and make a push here. And the shells just keep landing around here. This lone Jaeger is doing his best to just buy time. Cam gets destroyed and he runs off. King Tiger still around. Has been marked though, or was marked briefly. Oh, rockets! Doesn't penetrate. Very hard to face a King Tiger. And he gets taken out as well there.
My lord, a tank's been lost.
MJP just doing his best with that King Tiger in the center. As the artillery keeps landing in around them. Lots of American infantry piled up around the grounds, including a major. We also have Jackson, I think, and with a 90mm AT gun. Oh, the house is on counter barrage. Okay. Might be a little bit overkill against the mortar half-track, but you do you, I guess. And if you have the munitions for it, might as well. It's not the most accurate howitzer though, but if you can hit close enough, it can destroy it. The Luftwaffe is still trying to recuperate. Here's another Panther. And several mortar half-tracks are just arriving. We also have another land mattress here for the Royal Artillery. Just being tucked around. Oh, Jackson took a shot there on the Aufklar, not on the King Tiger. That's not a good thing. Oh, that's a risky maneuver. King Tiger shoots first. Yeah, you don't want to get up frontally towards the King Tiger. It's a very risky maneuver. They need to get around that thing. The 90mm infantry is not garbage. You just need to not fight a King Tiger frontally. The King Tiger is a King Tiger. Like, that's really the main thing about that. So, are those 3-inch guns? Yep, triple 3-inch guns now coming out for the Tank Destroyer Regiment. Or company. New 17-pounder trying to be set up here. Ideas are pushing up though. Still the Vickers keeping an eye on the area.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
High explosives prevents that from happening, or just a big shell from the King Tiger. Oh, good shot there from the 17-pounder. Almost destroyed the King Tiger. And those Grenadiers are not going to get home. Panther wants to intercept the Canadians. We also have an MG42 from the Panzer Grenadiers here. Doing their best to keep the Allies at bay and protect the repairs of the King Tiger. We also have a Major out in the field here. As the artillery shells get closer and closer. Especially what the Major's plan is. Just as a supervisor, I guess. Panther moving up here. We also have a recon team, but there's also an ALF clan nearby, so they'll soon spot each other. Ooh, artillery shells are hitting close to the King Tiger. Recon team will soon be spotted. Maybe ALF clans have been spotted briefly. They've spotted each other. They know each other as a thing. Looks like the Recce team is going to suffer first. Yeah, Recce team down. ALF class keep creeping up. Artillery shells keep landing. Land Mthis is firing as well. Lots of rockets landing around. So much artillery strikes here. Oh my god! Mobility lost on the Panther. It's going to be stuck here shortly. Anyway, we have a little bit of a tank assault up here with the Boyter Panzers. From the Division losing a lot of the T44s. They're not using high explosive shells though. Canadians might be able to stop them with some AT grenades. Oh, AT Canadians don't have AT grenades.
Gun is not crude. Not anymore.
Sherman Mark 5 is doing his best though. And these Boyter Panzers have actually done a lot of work, surprisingly. I would wish the flamethrowers did a little bit of tank damage though. As flamethrowers were actually used as an anti-tank weapon, I believe. That Boyter Panzer is holding on. But it gets decrewed. Actually, both of them got decrewed. Panther still needs repairs here. King Tiger still somewhat operational. Push from the Luftwaffe now, which took Gs and infantry. Also the Panzer 4H. As they push forwards for the fatherland. 17-pounder is still there, but it's all to still target. There we go, now it's all to target vehicles. Taking out the Panzer 4H in one shot. We also have the 3-inch guns. King Tiger is going to reveal itself here. Artillery being called in. Might be smoke. The 3-inch is very hard to kill, so we'll be cautious with that. But the Recce team should give the Allies a good sight on what's going on in the center here. Yeah, they can even see the infantry pushing up. That's a big push here from the Wehrmacht. Doing a grenade assault into the smoke. Smoke is going to clear. 70-pounder starts set up to fire. Doesn't penetrate. High explosive almost decrews the thing. There we go, it's gone. The Panther's ready to move again. That was some quick repairs from the Wehrmacht. King Tiger's ready to move. Panthers is moving up, but there's a lot of AT guns prepared by the Allies here. A whole front of 80 guns. Engine burning on the King Tiger. Hanf has to pull back. Smoke being popped. And lots of action going on here today, don't we? And we also have the British trying to push up down here somewhat, but the Germans still keep them at bay.
Machine gun crew awaiting orders.
If the Allies can take out that King Tiger, though, that would certainly be a big problem for the Axis. Lots of American infantry just waiting around, though. They repaired the King Tiger again. Panther down. Ray K team spotted. M10 trying to drive over here, but the King Tiger will just turn his gun. Like, the King Tiger is meant to be freaking dangerous, in case you're wondering. This is a good showcase of that. Artillery up for the Ostdivision. Will save them, though, before the 5.5 inches kill them, however. AT guns are being pulled up here. Lots of them. Just playing off the front of the King Tiger. You just see them playing off. That's not even any deflection damage. That's honestly surprised. Shouldn't that be deflection damage? Unless they remove that feature? If they remove that feature, I missed that then. Because that King Tiger seems to not care. Now the Grenadiers are doing their best with the MG42s. Artillery is still proving an issue though. More 17 pounders, just 17 pounders everywhere. Need some to stop all the German infantry though. But they do have a lot of American infantry in reserve that's just not moving up. King Tiger on the move again. Asuka didn't penetrate, high explosive loaded. Taking up 180 gun there. Asuka didn't penetrate again. It is very hard to pierce the front of the King Tiger. Even with rockets. Each shell load on that 80 gun. There we go, that's one penetration. Didn't do a lot though. Yeah, as I said, do not underestimate the frontal plate of this thing. It is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, and yeah, the 5.5 inches is preventing the Ostdivision from getting up the howitzers. That'll certainly be a problem. Another recon team and Aufklar here. Like, if you can rush and surround the King Tiger, though, it's not much of a threat. The problem is just, in this situation, it's actually doing a pretty good job at holding. And if it gets immobilized in a vulnerable position, it's basically dead. I also believe it's easier to immobilize heavier the vehicle is. At least I think so. It looks like we now have British T44s. Never thought I'd see that. Land mattress firing somewhere. Oh, they're flying around here. Just chilling the Ostdivision's front line. This squad is being very lucky. Oh, sticky bomb on the Panzer IV, almost destroying it. T44's pushing up now, though. British T44s. What a freaking sight. Tiger tank missed with its shell there. There's a 17 pounder now, though. Which, if it penetrates, will do a lot of damage. And I think that has deflection damage, actually. We saw some damage get chipped off. But because the shell is so big. So another Sherman 76 now riding for the tank destroyers.
Ready. All ship shape and Bristol fashion.
All ship shape and Bristol fashion. Aufklar got killed in the wreck of that Panther. You have another Ray K team trying to sneak up. Looks like the British T44s are pushing up. One almost got taken out though by the Panzerfausts. It's so awkward seeing freaking British T44s. Have fun. King Tiger pushing up. It looks like something penetrate the King Tiger. Now the Panther could be in trouble. Looks like the front arm of the Panther is also helping. It is very high. Oh, but it's not as high as the King Tiger, as we can see. Lots of American infantry has not been utilized that well here yet. Oh, looks like a mortar got hit there by a direct artillery strike. From the Sexton? It looks like it's the Sexton. And this has turned into somewhat of a bloodbath, in all honesty. Oh, Pioneers got killed. There's still one more Pioneer squad, though.
We have a new sniper under our command.
Like, all that American infantry could definitely help in the push. They just need to spread out, not move in a blob. Panther pushing up here. Building a high explosive shield. It's gonna try and take out the Americans that have climbed up. Got some of the tank hunters.
Ready to do all.
Send your orders.
Yeah, all the artillery keeps landing around the King Tiger here. Actually taking out the Pioneers entirely, but another reserve Pioneer has been called in. Looks like the Sherman's gonna push on the northern flank. There's a lack of stuff to stop them. Also, they did try to set up an 88, but that got stopped as well by all the artillery. This is a Westfront bloodbath. I've not seen this bloody battle on the Western Front in a long time. I don't want to last this long. Like, those 5.5 inches are just shelling the Germans so hard. And this scout car did not do a lot there. Now the Boyter Panzer knows. Here it comes. But I think Sherman 76s might be better. No, they did not penetrate or did not hit either. Well, neither does the T44 penetrate. I think the Sherman's gonna win here. Yeah, there they go. If they can outflank the King Tiger, it's gonna be done for. But the King Tiger's being very smart and moving to point towards the Shermans. I think it realized it has to move around somewhat. You know, the Luftwaffe is pushing down here with their elite infantry. Diamats is firing down their way. And there's too much firepower from all the American infantry with their BARs. Firing on the move here. Oh, and that's a lot of dead Luftwaffe troops and officers. King Tiger fighting here. The Shermans could try and flank it now. But need to act fast. King Tiger realizes. No penetration there. You need to get behind it.
Tank was just lost.
Such a big tank. Now the Panther's gonna move up to intercept. And Sherman's not fast enough.
We just lost a medium tank.
And the frontal armor the King Tiger is just really showing off. 80 guns are doing their best though. Heat round has been loaded. Oh, penetration. Takes up one of the AC guns, however. Or one of the people inside the vehicle. I'm supposed to load on the Panther here. Oh, another good shot, the engine burning. But like the Allies still holding on here. Stuk G is also in the front line still. Lots of Stuk G is here for the Luftwaffe. We also have a Tiger tank coming onto the fields. It actually has the least armor of these vehicles the Germans are getting, because the Panther has more frontal armor than the Tiger tank does. And obviously the King Tiger has laughably more armor than even the Panther does. You can see the difference here. 1,600 here for the Panther and 2,800 here for the King Tiger. Such a huge difference. I believe the Tiger tank is like 1,200? But yeah, that's why the King Tiger is just holding up so well. It has 71 kills actually, that's pretty high. Also, we had some tank hunter sections on the flank, several more AT guns being repaired by the British. The Allies certainly still have some kind of problem, but they are holding on.
At your service, Elfing.
One more Sherman's coming out here for the Allies.
Ready for orders.
King Tiger, oh, that's the Panther actually leading the way up here. Looks like they have manned the howitzer here and firing back. But the 5.5 inch is just too powerful. Panther leading the way, it's charging. Doing a blitzkrieg maneuver. They notice there's tank on the sections on the flank though. Armored cars trying to take them out. Getting hit by the Boyce AT rifle. There we go. We do have double T44 Boyter Panzer in British hands ready to try and intercept, but I don't think they'll do a lot.
Anti-tank gun and crew now ready for action.
Artillery strike going in, probably smoke. Hard to say, it might not even have been cancelled. Way to go in the flank of the Panther, mobility lost, and T44 takes it out!
Infantry squad has been killed.
Oh boy. And now we have the Tiger tank. 1,250, that's how much armor it has on the front. Okay. Might have more rear armor though? Yeah, it has 820 rear armor. That's actually pretty high for a tank. That's more rear armor than the King Tiger. No, it's not. Actually it is, by 20 points. Huh, that's actually surprising. The more you know.
The enemy is attacking one of our former.
Has a little bit more has a slight bit more rear armor than the King Tiger. The King Tiger is more vulnerable to being shot in the rear than the Tiger tank is. The Tiger tank has far less frontal armor. The Suga's not piercing the front. Explosives being loaded here. Canadians are not going to do a lot here. At least I feel so. Artillery being called here by the captain. Does he have the time? He's certainly trying. He might actually be able to pull it off. Artillery going in here on the King Tiger. They got pinned though, so they gotta find another bazooka round. That's a lot of 88s here for the Germans. Lots of 88mm guns. Can the Allies deal with this? This is a lot of heavily armored presence here for the Wehrmacht. And that's saying to take shots in on the trenches. Indians are trying to grab all the munitions they can here.
Ready for trouble.
One more Shermans being prepared by the United States. We also have a Stuk E moving up here with the high explosives. Deal with all the enemy infantry. You notice there's a tank on the sections on the flank. They're gonna run into machine gun fire though of the tanks. Yeah, it's never a good idea to engage armored vehicles frontally, as you can see. Especially ones with several machine guns on the front. Oh, looks like the Grenadiers are gonna try and steal. Oh, they stole the trench!
Trying to take a point from us.
That ain't good. Canadians are quickly rushing up though. One more AT guns are being cleared out. Grenades going in here from the Canadians. That's a Grenadier squad, I think. Yep, mowed down. Canadians grabbing everything they can get their hands on. Getting inside the trench as well to hold. We're under a lot of fire. A whole lot of fire. Oh, it's not looking good here. Oh, Stuggy's being used as an artillery piece, as it can do. King Tiger's leading the way. Very big push here. Meanwhile, the British also try to do a push down here. Getting close to the Stuggies with the King's Own Yorkshire infantry. Indians are pushing up towards the King Tiger though. Enough to scare it off.
Squad knocked out.
And so much of a bloodbath here. But Stuggy and the King Tiger is pulling back somewhat. That's gonna allow the allies to take the fuel point again, I think. Unless that Stuggy can get some really good shots in that trench. It does fire pretty fast, as you can see. There we go, they actually destroyed the trench. And yeah, Stuggy taking out. Boyter Panzer's flanking. Good shots there on the normal Tiger. King Tiger's guns turns. Not enough coordination from the allies though. And there's also the 88 back there. I don't think it's in the allies' favor to attack here. That's not going to be in the allies' favor. Yeah, all Germans sticking out there. King Tigers with an 88 and a Tiger tank for support. That's very hard to fight frontally. If not downright impossible. Like, that King Tiger is getting a ridiculous amount of kills, yeah. It's getting a lot of work done for the Germans. But the Allies could push up on the southern flank. There's not a lot to cover it, just the Luftwaffe. Got a Stuggy in the battlefield here. But the Allies still have a fair amount of forces though. F1 trying to flank. Mobility lost. Tiger tank pushing up. That's a risky maneuver. It's not as armored. Yeah, let's get sight on it. Those 3 inches could pierce through it if it gets lucky. Still holding on pretty well though. Boyter Panzer again moving on the flank here. Yeah, Westfront Meatgrinder, everyone. Rarely see one of those. Just arranging myself. Firefly pushing up down here with the King Zone. Still no upgrade for extra man. I guess 501 does not know that. But the Firefly's pushing up. There's a lack of mines here for the Germans. That Stuggy might be flanked. Firefly's not good against infantry though, as you can see. Missing a lot of their shots, and even on the move, because they're not designed to move on the move. They're trying to get out the hold down, but just takes seconds now to do. It's not instant. There's a gone Stug. King Tiger pushing up here again. Again, a lot of armor for support. The allies are lacking in stuff to actually fight up here now, I think. Yeah, Tiger tank moving for the center now, I think, or the south to intercept. You know, the King Tiger remains being the bully up there with 105 kills. Absolutely intense. Luftwaffe is pushing up the best they can. There's a lack of allied stuff to stop them at the moment. Big push for the Wehrmacht. T44 ribbing. Canadians sitting up with their own machine guns. 70-pounder might get taken out here. Dugi pushing up Boyter Panzer as well. Howitzer could up uses an AT gun. But T44 is getting very close to the Indians with 2 of AT grenades. Like that. They did clear out one of the howitzers. Very bad AT grenade, it looks like. As the Wehrmacht pushes up, looks like the American infantry push into the center. And it looks like they're blobbing up and ordering everything to target one thing. Which is not the way to do it, I think.
One of our panzers has been destroyed.
But the Americans are clearing out all of the enemy infantry. They are bunched up though, which makes them vulnerable to a high explosive round from a Tiger tank. Yeah, it's gonna load a high explosive. Americans are too bunched up. Missed though. Center is in American hands now. But the Wehrmacht can just push upwards at this point. They do have 2 Fireflies here. But I think the Wehrmacht is slowly winning this fight. And lots of action here. It's actually quite exhausting to cast these long matches. Quite exhausting. But you can kind of feel it once you get like over the hour mark that the throat and the mind starts to get very tired from the continuous fighting. Fireflies pushing up here into Stuk. Facing through each other. Tiger tank needs to be cautious though, because it does not want to deal with Fireflies easily. Stuk got taken out.
Our panzer forces have been reduced by 1.
Fireflies might be able to get on the flank of the Tiger. They do have some Fallschirmjägers nearby spotting for him. Oh, that's gonna be a quick move. Here they go.
Unit lost. Dash it all.
That's the Tiger tank basically taken out. One more shot will do it.
The enemy have destroyed one of our Sherman Fireflies.
So close there. Land maps is firing. But Tiger is down from a rocket.
We have lost a panzer.
We do have another Tiger tank though. Interpiece that's going for all the heaviest armor they can get.
Tank ready and waiting.
American infantry moving up front on the push. German 76 though. There's a lack of things to stop it. There's only really the Tiger tanks up here, which are relocating. I don't think the Panzer 4H, if the Sherman gets the first shot, can deal with the Sherman 76. Tiger tank on the flank though. Yeah, Sherman 76 one out there. Tiger on the flank. But the Tiger tank decides to back out of there. The Germans actually running low on munitions. King Tiger's preparing to move up again. 17 pounders are ready. It's braced though, so it cannot fire. Need to get it out of brace. There we go, it's out of brace now. They're setting up to fire. Good penetration right there. It's gonna force the King Tiger back again. Oh, almost getting the King Tiger there from the flank with that Firefly. Tiger tank on the flank is gonna take out this Firefly. There we go. Just keep the Tiger tank to cover the flank of the King Tiger is a good play, I think. But the Americans are running the southern flank.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Yeah, Germans don't have enough here to stop them. They've been kinda out-manpowered on the southern flank by the looks of it. Like overall, the Germans overall just don't have a lot of units. They do have an elephant now, thanks to the Ostdivision. Or Ferdinand, it's about to become an elephant with this upgrade. Tiger tank moving to the south to try and keep the Americans at bay. King Tiger still holding on up here, being repaired quickly. We have an Ostwind coming out here as well. Not sure how much an Ostwind will do, but I suppose they have an idea with it. Probably a lot better idea than I do. Americans keep pushing down here with infantry pushes. Stoop down with an MG42 on top. That'll certainly help it against all these Americans. But the Luftwaffe keeps suffering heavy infantry losses. Explosive round loaded. But a good shot there. It's gonna force the Americans off.
Flak Panzer has arrived.
And we also have an Ostwind there. That's actually from the Panzer Division. Now the Tiger tank pushes close. King Tiger pushes again up here. 17 pounder down penetrate.
An emplacement is being attacked.
Oh, looks like Kigung is giving a warning to them.
Our brave infantry is dying.
17 pounder is doing his best here. Ah, they're bracing it, so cannot fire back anymore. It's not looking good for the Allies. 5-6 is gonna try its best here. They're gonna try and get close to get an AT grenade on it. Firefly is trying to get shots on the flank. AT grenade goes off. Will it do anything? Oh, it actually got the mobility. It does take out the Fireflies, but it's stuck. I just love the emotion and the terror in the voice acting when they realized they were going to be immobilized. How they screamed, they got scared. That's such a good little detail. Now the Germans are going to need to get everything up there to repair that King Tiger quickly. They cannot afford to lose it. Not at this point. But meanwhile this is happening, we have another push. Ostwind's pushing through the center here. Yeah, however, 17 pounders take out the Ostwinds in one shot. The British keep fighting here. If they can take out that King Tiger though, I think it will very much be worth it. We just hear the shells. Here comes the American infantry. It's just stuck there, shooting a high explosive round. Thermal grenade goes off. Doesn't destroy it. Everything's just running in on that. There we go, they abandoned it. And there goes the King Tiger.
Enemy has destroyed it. We have a forward structure under attack.
Oh my god, so much for that King Tiger. A glorious sight. But the Germans still have some panzer advantage down here. Oh, it's gonna be hard for the Allies to turn it around, but the King Tiger being gone is definitely gonna give them a lot of time to work with. How expensive is the King Tiger? Where's the heavy building? There it is. 1,100 manpower! Holy shit, that is a chunk. That is a chunk of a cost for a single vehicle. Elephant also went down by the looks of it. And we have an engine burning here for the Tiger tank as it tries to back off.
Ready. Go ahead.
Oh, it's not looking good for the Germans all of a sudden. They do a push down here with their Stuk. Panzer IV's not going to do well here, I think. Not against the Panzer, not against the Firefly. This battle is just going all over the place. Like, is he gonna save up for MJP gonna save for another King Tiger? That might be the only choice, although I think infantry would be handy to have, but I guess at this point they kind of run out of steam. Now the Indians are pushing up. There's no infantry presence to stop them. Indians even steal the howitzer here. Indians are trying to kill this Pioneer. Pioneer's gonna fire for the Kabaldadong, he doesn't make it.
An infantry squad has been killed. The enemy is
They're gonna try and take out that 88. Oh, howitzer got taken out though. They're gonna clear out the 88. They're gonna steal the 88. Oh, they steal the 88, but it's in range of a flak gun. We still have one Tiger tank though. Doing his best here in the flank. But this is not nearly as survivable as the King Tiger ever would be, so... Like, this is a lot more vulnerable to the Allied weaponry. But the Americans just secure a lot of ground here. No Gebaldladung here by the looks of it. Nope. MDB only has the Tiger tank. A Sugar man here on the British Lieutenant. Still a Dragon's Teeth randomly here on the map. Boyter Panzer pushing up. Lag of AT equipment here. Doesn't do anything to that thing. Satchel charging in instead. Oh, don't think T44 noticed.
One of our panzers has been destroyed.
Another King Tiger's gonna be coming out, but will it be enough?
Our forward buildings.
Like, if the Allies can just get enough units to push now, they could completely push the Germans back to their base. They just need to apply the pressure with all the infantry now at this point. Because the Germans are completely bled dry of their infantry. Very fitting, actually, when you think about it. Firefly's not the best against infantry, though, as we can tell. Tiger tank pushing up. Trying to hunt on that Sexton. Gets it. Sherman takes out a Boyter Panzer there. But now the ship's gonna get flanked by this Tiger tank, I think.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being...
King Tiger Rex still around. Tiger's gonna take a shot. Oh, good shot there from the 17-pounder.
Emplacement under attack.
Man, this has been a brutal fight. Whew. So brutal. Even the Luftwaffe is now just relying on grenadiers rather than their specialized troops. Just to shore up the front line. But the next King Tiger is almost here. Absolutely insane.
The new infantry section is ready for battle.
Firefly
Let's see,
here.
another Firefly driving upwards. All the bodies just shooting around here.
Firefly loaded and
This is the brutality of war, everyone. Absolutely horrific. War is the worst invention of mankind. There's a quote about that. I forgot exactly what it is, but I think it's something in that vein. Or in the vein of that. Ooh, and that's a dead grenadier. Post grenadier blown up by a Winchester, I think. There's an MG42 back here.
We have a new Panzer IV.
And there's a Panzer II Lux nearby as well. You managed to get a grenade off though on the 88.
We have lost a pack gun.
It's probably quite important, but this battle is just a meat grinder. You would almost think we would be on the eastern front. British also poking the southern flank again with some of the King's own Yorkshire. I believe it's pronounced Yorkshire? 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 I'm not good at the British pronunciations of stuff. Now we have the second King Tiger. But the 17 pounders here is just gonna make it impossible for the Germans to push up safely. Without infantry support, of course. Meatgrinder's trying to push for the center, but there's a Vickers nearby. Already pinning them. Oh, penetration down the King Tiger. That's gonna make it back off, I think. Or is he gonna risk it? He might risk it. Oh, he's backing off. Then the Panzer IV taken out. Oh! King Tiger almost got destroyed there by the 17 pounder.
Infantry section wiped out.
Land match was firing as well. But the Panzer IV is doing a good job here. Lack of people to stop it. Indians are trying to get close. 80 grenades are hitting it now.
Enemy action has destroyed our
They might see the Panzer IV here get taken out. Oh, yeah, one more should do it. As it got decrewed.
Our Panzer forces have been reduced by one. The enemy is attacking one of our...
If the Allies can just keep up an infantry push, though, I think it's over. But the Allies need to coordinate to do that. We do see the Americans pushing up here with a blob. Of course, blobbing is not something I recommend doing in Spearhead, but I guess at this point they're very much one-track-minded at this point, because it's so late. Also just because I think some of these players are not the most experienced, but it's good to see them trying stuff and playing. I hope they're having fun with it. It's definitely been a very long and grueling match, so it must have been somewhat tiring or painful. Canadians killed another grenadier. Quite a big fight. Tiger Tank and King Tiger being repaired. We also have Obi Blitzes to help facilitate the repairs. Ooh, this might not be good for the Panzer IV. Oh, no penetration this time. I'm supposed to be being loaded here by the Tiger Tank. Hits the ground in front.
Our brave infantry is dying. We have a new
Tiger Tank is trying to do its best here. We do have the Firefly nearby. Needs to be cautious though. When the Americans are bluffing up, you don't want to do that. Panzer IV taken out there though. How this battle has lasted this long still amazes me. Like at this point I would say the Germans probably don't have a lot to work with anymore. They're still trying though, which is very admirable. And all the machine guns from the tanks though is just gonna prevent this American infantry from doing anything. I do like that they're trying to get off of the flanks though. Land match is fine. So many explosions. Luftwaffe is still trying to fight in the center here, preparing a little bit of an armored force. Oh boy. King Tiger's gonna head for the center. I think it's hunting that Firefly. Oh, it's most certainly hunting that Firefly. Yeah, it's actually been auto hold fire so it can hit. But that's a 70 pound on the flank, but it hits the Firefly. And now we have the Panzer push in the center. 17 pounders are turned though. That's 3 17 pounders. That's not a fight the German Panzers can win, I think. They're gonna use smoke shells though, very smart. But they need the infantry support to push up.
We have lost a Panzer.
Admirable, but they just lack the infantry.
My lord, a tank's been lost.
Like the Wehrmacht's just lost so much here. Yeah, there you go. Maneuver Panzer IV trying to flank down here as well, though. But the Allies just keep coming. And they don't stop coming. We have a pretty big multinational force for the Allies on the field today. So very interesting. No French, though. But Indians, Americans, Brits, and Canadians.
They're trying to take it.
So a lot of different units here.
Listen, chaps. Orders are coming.
And his Panzer IV down here also got destroyed.
Heavy Panzer, ready for orders.
Oh, this is just lasted so long. Let's speed it up for a bit. I don't think a lot more is going to happen for a while. There we go. We have a little bit of engagement down here. Sherman 76 moving up on a Fighter Panzer. TIE tank push on through the center. That's a very risky maneuver. 17 pounds all converging on him. He must decide he's in trouble now. All takes is one more penetration. There it goes. Oh boy. Let's speed up time again. I don't think the Axis players have enough resource for a while. They're moving some stuff around.
The sharpshooter has arrived.
But honestly, I think it's kinda over if the Allies would just push. They've seen the King Tiger move for the southern flank. There's an armored car on the northern flank again.
Ready. All ship shape and Bristol fashion.
Another vehicle to take now here by the King Tiger. It's mostly just driving around hunting the allied vehicles now at this point. Speed up fully and just see if anything else happens. Looks like the Allies push up here towards the armored car and a Puma. Bazooka destroys the Puma. And now it's only the armored car left here. They're too close to fire. But the 17 pounder gets it.
50 cows up.
Awaiting orders.
Panzer IV now being prepared by the Panzer Division. Just gear up for a final push, I think.
We have a new Panzer IV.
As they're trying to clear up for the final push. Preparing all the Panzer IVs they can. King Tiger on the move. They're using Gebaldladung to slowly clear out the area. These are the best of their abilities.
Panzer IV is ready for
But the Allies now have a lot of more Germans again. And a stolen Panzer IV. So many weird little engagements has been going on. When the big armor clash happens. If it happens. Oh, the Germans are pushing. Here comes the big push. Almost now the Allies could circle around if they want. Looks like the Americans are just gonna go for it. But the 17 pounds is just making it impossible for the German armor to push up safely. Look at all the armored wrecks here. Meanwhile, the Americans are pushing up aggressively up here. Sherman's breaking through the pillbox. King Tiger is still being a problem. Indians are being relocated to show up this front line. Now the Americans are gonna keep the push going. They're gonna threaten the German base. Yeah, Germans are putting everything into this push down here at the moment. I guess it's now or never. You know, the Germans are just driving into the base at this point.
The enemy has dealt us a blow.
Yeah, there's a lack of things to stop them. The Germans are now in the Wehrmacht base. King Tiger's gonna drive forwards and probably realizes it's over, I think. Or they might decide to just pull back, I don't know. 80 grenade on the T44, the Indians. And a second one from the other Indians. Doing pretty good with those units, actually. Looks like the Luftwaffe is gonna try and stop the Americans inside the base. Yeah, Grenadiers pushing up. They don't have Panzerfaust though, they are getting upgraded with them. King Tiger's backing off though. Panzer 4H moving up. We also have all the American infantry. Command Stroop taken out. King Tiger turning around though. Oh, we have a Sherman Mark 5 on the flank and the Panzer 4 as well. They're gonna try and encroach on it, I think. They can get around the flank of it. Or they hit it in the rear. And then the bazookas nearby as well. Up in smoke. That's forcing now. Sherman intercepting, and that's the King Tiger on. I think that's the end of the German defense, and indeed they surrender at this point. A long and grueling match, and I hope you'll enjoy this one. I'll see you in the next one, everyone. Bye bye.